What's going on? So listen, I get this question a lot from folks. Like, okay, I'm starting out wholesale. I want to start making money. Can't wait to make some money. So how much am I going to make on this wholesale deal? How do I do this? I got the house on the contract for 100 grand, and I want to, so do I attack like $15,000-$20,000 onto it, and then wholesale? Is that what I do? A lot of people think like that. They've asked me that question. And I'm telling you, I'm going to disabuse you of that notion immediately. That is not how you do it. You don't just get somebody on a contract and then randomly come up with some money. Hey, I can make 20 grand. I'll just sign it, and then make 20 grand. Well, shoot, why don't you add on 50 grand too while you're at it? And then instead of making 20 grand, you can make 50 grand. Then you can buy a new car, right? Right. That's not how it works at all. Okay. So how do you understand what your fee is? This is how it works. You ready? This is important. Number one, I've said this many, many times, many of these videos I make, and I'm going to say it again. Okay. How you make money as a real estate and arbitrage, real estate wholesaling is solving sellers' problems and buyers' problems, period. That's how it works. Okay. If you can't solve a seller's problem, you're not going to get a house in a contract. Okay. If you can't solve a buyer's problem by giving them product, giving them value, you're not going to make any money. That's not it. That's how it is. Okay. So it's not about you. It's not. If you're in it just for yourself, you're going to make all this money. Good luck with that, because you're going to struggle, right? You've got to understand your buyer's business model. This is not a get rich quick. This is what you're doing. You're putting the worms back in the can. Okay. You got a can of worms out there, and that's what you're doing. Putting them in. You're connecting the dots. There are buyers out there looking to buy properties, or sellers who are in a bad spot, and you're facilitating this, all right? And you're helping these guys essentially by partnering with your buyers and assigning these contracts. You're an extension of your buyer's business model. Okay. So that being said, you got to know what your buyers are buying for. If they're buying 7% of the ARV, let's just do easy math. Okay. Let's say the house is $200,000. Okay. ARV with a new roof and a new kitchen, cabinets and hardwood and travertine and something. It's worth $200,000. Okay. Well, put the travertine in the roof and get rid of the mold in the attic and everything. That's 40 grand, right? So your buyer is going to want to begin this project. Okay. No more than $140,000. Now, notice I said project. Project being defined as the purchase of the house, which would be $100,000, because I had to put 40 into it. Does that make sense? So the entire project, house purchase plus the 40 grand rehab, is $140, which is 7% of the 200,000. Okay. So where do you come in? If you're going to assign this contract, your equitable interest in this contract, well, here's the thing. If you get the property under contract for 100 grand, well, your buyer's going to buy for 100 grand. How are you going to make money? You're not going to make money. I had it happen to me one time. This gal, I want to be a wholesaler. So I told her what I need to buy the property for. So she gets it under contract for what I was going to buy it for, right? We're right around the same scenario, 100 grand or something. She's like, I have it under contract. All excited. I'm like, great. What would you get under contract for? And sign it. Well, got on the contract for 100 grand. I was like, well, all I can pay for. I'm not paying more. I mean, there's risk involved. Man, this house was horrible. The guy had all his cats. Oh man, it was vile. Oh Lord, it was just. Oh. Anyway, I put a lot of money into the house. Right? Turns out, made money on it, but I bought it right. So back to this gal. So I'm like, well, you can't. I mean, this is what I'm buying it at. If you want to make money, you've got to assign your equitable interest. Well, I didn't know that. So it was nice. I took care of it. But anyway, you see the point. The point is this: you have to bring value to your buyer. So what I mean by that, if your buyer's going to be buying it at 100 grand, and you need to be able to get the property equitable interest, on the contract less than that, so you can assign your equitable interest. 90 grand, sign up for 10 grand, or that kind of thing. Does that make sense? That if you don't understand that part, you're not going to make money in this business. So it's not about how much money am I going to make in this transaction. No, you're going to make money, but your money is going to be commensurate with the value and the value you bring to your buyer, what they're going to buy for it. Does that make sense? Okay, and also too, think about this: who's taking all the risk in this deal? If you're in a market, maybe everything's going $600,000-$700,000 in houses. Yeah, if you get a property in the contract for 400 and you want to sign up for 450 because your buyer is going to make just make a couple $100,000 in the rehab, because ARV is $900,000. That's fair, right? But if you go out and you get a house at the end of the day with travertine and the swimming pool and brand new roof and all sorts of stuff, it's only worth $175,000, and it's $75,000 of the rehab, and you're getting it on you get on a contract for $30,000. You're trying to sign it to your buyer for $30,000, $40,000. He's not going to want to do that, right? Because he's taking all the risk. You're making all this money on a very valuable property. So your assignment fee's got to be commensurate with really the value, the ARV of the house. Does that make sense? So I hope this helps you with your understanding. Okay, don't get so sidetracked and caught up. Well, how much money am I going to make on this deal? Deals will come. Okay, you're going to make money if you bring value to your buyer and your seller. That's how it works. Okay, if you need help analyzing a deal, looking through something, just let me know below. Maybe we'll hop on a Zoom call and we'll walk you through it. Potentially we can do some joint ventures together. So let me know below, and Godspeed. See you on the next video.